Hey, what's up, everybody? XCO Grinding here, and I got some Borderlands 2. We got the new Craig, the new Vault Hunter. Craig, or Krieg. I believe it's pronounced Krieg. I am so sorry for those of you who be like, you're saying his name wrong. There it is, alright? Krieg. There it is. But, here he is in all his splendor and glory, bouncing around, staying at low health, and having a ball doing it, guys. This is probably one of the coolest characters that they've placed into the game. Reason why is because he plays so much different from the other ones. Everybody else is basically, you play at distance, you use your guns, you use your skills, and their skills are different. You're not trying to stay close to death, I should say. But with this guy, it's like they inspire you to die. Because it's so good. Oh, and look, I'm sorry, Burning. Look, I just threw a stick of dynamite at him. He threw one back at me, right? But hold up. I throw one back and then he blows up. Hold up. You know what? I cannot let him blow up alone. So let's do this together. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And now, if there were any enemies around there, all would have been dead, and we would have come right back to life. That is one of the coolest things. Like, I'm going to show it to you right here. So, we're going to... What you just saw happen, right? My screen gets kind of blurry. He actually has a 12% chance to hit himself with a melee. So, but when he does do that, though, it does hurt him, it disorients him, but it makes his attacks that much more stronger, which it can be quite fun in all this, chaos and mayhem. You see that, right? Look, I go down, I come up, I throw some dynamite, I kill this guy, and then I get Salt the Wound stacks as I am accumulating all this damage. And I'm getting this damage because Salt the Wound gives you stacks as long as you take damage while your shield is down. So what I did was, why even have a shield? Oh, listen, I have to stop because you hear him? Yo, the guy is crazy. But yeah, so Salt the Wound gives you bonus damage to shotguns, and it made you and actually I think it increases your fire rate. So what it also does, right, you will see the magazine size of my shotgun go up drastically as I keep taking damage. And then I can just let it off in a full barrage of just shotgun blasts that will annihilate pretty much anything that I've come across yet. I haven't found anything that could just deal with all the damage. It's pretty fun. So, as you can see, what we're showing you here is that you can still get up. Another teammate can pick you up, even though you go into fight for your life with Krieg. And the coolest thing about Fight for Life with Krieg is that you can actually run around, chase the enemies down, and make sure that you hit them with dynamite. It's one of those things where when you're going down to Fight for Life with your other characters, and the enemies immediately go run. They hide. They get behind something so you can't shoot them and you end up dying. But this solves all that. Krieg is like, no, you're not running. I'm going to blow you up. You're going to die. We're going to die together. And it's just going to be good. And, yeah. I've had a awesome time playing with Krieg. So, now that I've explained the fun factor and everything, and you can kind of understand, and you're seeing that he is a beast, I'm using melee most of the time. You see how they blow up that explosion. If there's another enemy close to that, will pretty much either take damage, and if their health is too low, they will automatically explode into a ball of blood, guts, and fire, which is pretty good. And then right now I'm in Rampage, and I get to throw the axe, and this, he does another 200% damage on melee when you go into Rampage. It's crazy. This guy is such a damage dealer. Now, I will say, I'm going to show you a little bit about a boss. I had the first one I come across is Flint, of course. So, I had to approach Flint a little bit differently, and you will probably with your bosses. You don't want to go in trying to go down and blow him up with dynamite. So, you want to use and take advantage of his long range stuff, right? Right now, depending on the fights, you have a lot of minions around. So, that works out for me. So I put them down, get my second wins, and I keep rolling and keep putting the damage on. I'm going to use a Herald because the Herald is my friend, and it has been one of my closest friends through Borderlands 2. Well, it's from the day I found it. It's like I saw a friend of mine have this gun, and I had to farm it. So I was so happy when I got it, but it's not left my side since. and I actually had to transfer my gun from another character so I could have it. But hey, gun had to come with me. But you see, I'm just using the minions. If I go down and I'm just using his crazy damage, stand back. He has bonus explosive damage, so I use a lot of Torgue weapons with him because that's explosive, and Torgue is awesome. That's my favorite manufacturer anyway, so I had to use it. But here we go. Now, out of the action and everything, we're going to slide into his skill tree. And I'm going to show you all of his skills. I'm just basically going to click on each one of them. If you can read them, take a look at them. I don't know if I'm going to continue talking through this. I might have to add some music in and just let the music play out. But this is how I built my Craig. I used the first, I used the center and the left. And those are the two skill trees that I went down. And I definitely enjoy those two. I haven't messed with the fire side yet. If you want to see that, I'm probably going to be making another Krieg character, and I'm going to make him differently. I'm probably going to go down the... I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to have the fire side, but I don't know what other side I'm going to pick yet, because both of them are pretty good. And you have to forgive me because, like I say, I just started playing with him, and I'm not real familiar with what his skill tree. You know what? Let's just fix that. Let's fix that right now, because I can't freaking see the name of it because it's so small on my screen. You have to forgive me. So what I'm about to do is take a second and look at pull up my Xbox, pull Krieg up, look at his skill tree, and act like, you know, I'm professional and say the real correct name of the skill trees in the skill. So give me just a second. I'm gonna go take a look. I'll be right back. See, I told you I was coming right back. Didn't take long at all, did I? So, alright, now that I'm able to look at it and see exactly what I'm talking about as far as the names of the skill trees, let's do this right. So, I went down the Bloodlust and the Mania skill trees. That's what I use. That's what you see. I'm sorry my screen's a little bit small when I'm trying to render this and get this put together, so I couldn't exactly read it. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now on this one. And next time on my other build, we're gonna use the Hellborn side a little bit, but not me a little bit. I'm gonna fill it up and use all those skills, and I'm not sure what other skill tree I'm gonna go down yet, but when I get it done, I will be making a vid. I will be posting it for you to see, just to give you an example of what you can do with this guy. So with all that said, is he worth 800 points on Xbox Live? My answer is absolutely. This guy, like I say, is hands down the most fun. It's just totally different way of playing Borderlands 2. It is for any of the other classes. This guy totally changes how you're gonna play, and I think because of that, it adds a different element and it makes it a lot of fun. Because, like I say, I usually like my Siren, I like my Commando, and I usually sit back and, you know, put all the fire on, you know, use your skills, whatever, throughout the turrets. But this guy makes me play totally different. I'm all the ways in the enemy's face. I'm meleeing all the time. I'm trying to go down all the time, and that just adds just a crazy amount of excitement to the game. It's a lot of fun. So my verdict is, if you spend 800 points on Xbox Live to buy Krieg, you have not wasted your money. You're probably gonna have a great time, unless you don't understand how to play the character. Now, if you don't understand how to play the character, that's your fault. But for those of you who understand, y'all will agree with me. He is awesome. So I will say this though, being that the character is this strong, you can kind of look at it two ways. You could say that he should have been out a long time ago, so that way everybody who's been playing the game could have grabbed him and had a lot of fun with him. Alright, you could say that. And you could say this too. He's such a strong character, such a very good character to play, that he could definitely bring a lot of people back to the game just because they want to have some fun with him. And that also gets them ready for the new DLC that's going to drop here in June from one of our favorite characters, Tiny Tina. Or featuring one of our favorite characters, Tiny Tina. So, you know, at first when I was playing him, I was like, man, why wasn't he out earlier? But I can kind of see if you're, you know, looking at it as a business, from a business standpoint, you know, you can kind of bring, if the character is that strong, you can bring a lot of people back to the game and get them ready for the last DLC that's coming out for Borderlands 2. So I think that's really what they were thinking, and honestly, it wasn't such a bad plan, and the character's awesome. I will definitely find myself playing Borderlands 2 again, going through the storyline, just to have fun with this guy and get some vids for y'all. It's just too funny. What I want to do is get like more Kriegs in the room with me, and I can guarantee the mayhem will be just out of here. But thank you all for watching another exclusive vid, and I'm out. Later.